Tonight, state leaders are warning of the potentially devastating impacts tariffs could have on Washington state.
A new report from the State Office of Financial Management projects the state could lose tens of thousands of jobs. KEMO's Lynn Wynn spoke with one local business already feeling the pressure.
It's really a lot of exercise that one has to do, small business and then the consumer. We're all feeling it here.
Ephraim Fasaha got hit with sticker shock earlier this summer when a noticeably higher bill from one of his vendors came into his coffee shop, Boon Boona.
You missed it by a week. This invoice is now increasing by 10% immediately off the bat. It's pretty much itemized on your invoice that says tariffs.
Fasaha says they've had to put plans to expand the business on hold and raise their prices, among other efforts to take on the extra cost.
I mean, it's heavy because you feel it, once again, on the coffee, you feel it on the things that surround the product. So whether it's an espresso machine that you're buying or the retail bags that you're buying, all of that has gone up, and a minimum of 10%.
According to a new report from the Washington State Office of Financial Management, families in Washington could see a 16% increase in the cost of groceries over the next 2 years, a 7% increase in the cost of clothes and shoes, and the projected loss of more than 31,000 jobs.
This is going to impact people all across our state. It's going to impact businesses all across our state. It's going to impact families all across our state.
Lower courts have ruled President Trump does not have the legal authority to impose such sweeping tariffs. He's now asking the Supreme Court to hear the case, this week calling tariffs a vital part of the country's success.
When I say I ended 7 wars, at least half of those wars were ended because of the power of tariffs. I was able to say, well, we're not doing any business with you, or if you're going to war, we're putting a big tariff on you. And all of a sudden they announced that the war was settled.
Reporting in Seattle, Lynn Wynn, KEMO News.
Okay, so I want to enlighten people on some certain situations, because this is like one of the biggest false information that I don't think people know about as much as they should. Now, tariffs do not hurt people. Tariffs is not a detriment. It doesn't hurt a certain class. It actually helps. And the reason why it helps people is because, well, let's put it like this. It puts more jobs into place rather than lose jobs. So the reason why people are losing jobs is because of higher taxes. Tariffs have nothing to do with this. Tariffs protect us. People from other countries pay tariffs, pay millions of dollars, possibly billions of dollars to move their jobs from one country to here, which creates more jobs. Now, the fact that Bob Ferguson is telling you that it's Trump's fault and it's tariffs that affect you is a fat fucking lie. I don't understand where they get this from. Tariffs usually hit unnecessary products, and this is necessities that you really don't need. The problem is a lot of jobs, let's just say probably, and if I remember about over 20 years ago, 30 years ago during the Bill Clinton era, a lot of companies left the US. Because of him, we lost millions of jobs. The purpose of this is to make the dollar circulate inside the state and inside the US, because we are by far the biggest consumer in the world. Like, hands down, one of the biggest consumers in the world. And I pulled this up, and I'm gonna read this correctly. So the benefits of tariffs is protecting domestic industries, which is our country in general. it says one of the most common reasons for implementing tariff is to shield local industries from foreign competition, which is a fact. Most of our resources come from outside countries. These companies can eat the costs. And Bob Ferguson will not tell you this because he's not a business person. He's a politician. They can eat the costs. They abuse the tariffs and hike the price up purposely. Now, the funny thing about it is all these products can be made here. And nobody don't even know this. And that would literally cut so much cost because it's American made. Another reason for why the tariffs are beneficial is generating government revenue. And this is why the purpose of cutting federal taxes, why Trump wanted to cut federal taxes. Putting more tariffs on other countries puts more revenue into the federal government, which gives Trump the opportunity to cut federal taxes. The third reason is national security. Tariffs can be used to ensure a country maintains domestic production capacity in strategically important industries such as steel, aluminum, and certain agricultural products. Pretty much. That pretty much gives you it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, addressing unfair trade practices, a country can impose tariffs to relate against a trading partner's unfair practices, such as dumping, export subsidies, or currency manipulation. So they're trying to pretty much, what they're doing right now is literally what I'm literally just explained not that long ago. They are literally, other countries are really literally manipulating the costs because they can literally eat the costs. The value of each product is pretty cheap, and they're overpricing us as consumers so they can actually get more rich. Now, I did talk about this before. There's a difference between good rich people and bad rich people. And that's why. Encouraging reciprocity. Tariffs can be used as a bargaining tool in trade negotiations. A country may impose tariffs to pressure another country to lowering its own trade barriers, which gives us the opportunity to sell our products pretty much to other countries. Now, you can listen to Bob Ferguson as he completely manipulates this whole situation and tell you that this is what's going to really happen. Tariffs only hurt by a smidge. It doesn't really hurt that. It shouldn't be affecting that much. And the reason why we are losing jobs is because of high taxes. Higher taxes can't pay people. Higher taxes is the probability of making jobs leave this state. And it's going to be Bob Ferguson's fault because he signed this bill into play that more businesses, more jobs will be lost. This is not Trump's fault. This is Bob Ferguson's fault. So I want y'all to really think about this. And to all you liberals who keep fighting against Trump, I want you to think about your jobs too. Because whether you like it or not, he is completely and utterly fucking lying to you as we speak about this bullshit. And not to mention, because he's hiring all these fucking illegals, trying to get all these illegals, causing slave labor, which is treason, all he's going to do is replace you. So, as far as those people who wanted to protest about attacking the billionaires, Think about this. This man is becoming a millionaire feeding off your feelings. So let me know what y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit the like and subscribe for more content. Until next time. Peace.